what you guys need to release under this full moon in Scorpio in order to transform your whole life based on your sun and rising sign. Libras, this full moon is happening in your second house of your valuables. So under that umbrella is not just your materialistic valuables like your finances, how much money you make, but also your self-value, your self-esteem. Right now, there is a huge light being shown on your financial situation, and especially Mercury's in Taurus right now too. Finances, stability, security is on our mind. It's a big topic that we're talking about, but especially for you guys. You might be uncovering some hidden truths surrounding your finances. You might be making some deep realizations with your finances, like especially involving your job. Do I still want to work here? If I quit my job, what's going to happen with my finances? Maybe you have a lot of opportunities flowing to you. You're like, which one do I want to take? Which one is the better financial opportunity? Maybe nothing is flowing to you right now and you're realizing that you need to value yourself more. Because the relationship with the second house is once you value yourself more, you pamper yourself, you love yourself, you become a magnet of opportunity, success, and abundance. If you feel like that is lacking right now, you might have to put a mirror to your face and realize you need to start giving yourself some more love. But also, if you guys have been working on really getting a job, really trying to manifest money into your life, this could also be a full moon where you finally land that job, you're finally making more money, financial situation is increasing, you're really starting to see the fruits of your own labor. And this new money situation is going to be a catalyst of transformation of a new era for you guys. Scorpio, this is happening in our first house of self. The first house is the most personal house in the birth chart. It's all about us. It's our perspective on life. It's our aesthetic, how we look, how we view the world. We are the phoenix rising from the ashes. If it's happening to anyone, it's happening to us, okay? And we're used to this energy, okay? People are gonna feel like very emotionally heightened under this full moon in Scorpio. We're Scorpio risings and suns, like we live with this energy every day. Constant death and rebirth experiences, constant transformation. After this full moon, we are going to feel like a completely new person. Over the past 6 months, our identities has been shifting heavily. We're really going to see that bloom and blossom and come into fruition on this full moon and after this full moon. If you are really wanting to leave a past self in the past, you do not resonate with her anymore, it's time to say goodbye. It's time to be the butterfly and spread its wings and start flying. Really believe in it, really put effort in it, and really take control of it. Sagittarius, this full moon is happening in your 12th house. 12th house is a little bit of a deeper and darker house. It rules things of mental health, isolation, our subconscious mind, also the spiritual realm. So this full moon could feel like a little bit of an introspective time period, or you should make it an introspective time period, like a night that you're spending by yourself and you're really turning inward, really connecting with yourself. You know, full moons illuminate, it puts a light on things that have been hidden for a long time. And the 12th house is a very dark house. It's the house of the subconscious mind. So subconscious things could be brought up and being triggered right now. You're kind of like, what is happening? Like, why am I triggered? You're really being called to really investigate that. Any triggers that's being brought up right now, you're really being called to dig deep as to why. You're really being called to transform yourself mentally in order to prepare yourself for this new era of life where you're supposed to be a very powerful being. How have you mentally been holding yourself back? How have you been psychologically and subconsciously holding yourself back? This is going to be brought up. If over the past 6 months you have been working on your mental health, you are in alignment, congratulations. You're really going to start to see the fruits of your own labor come into fruition. On and after this full moon, you could really start to be feeling yourself more. You feel mentally better. When the full moon in Sagittarius happens next month, you guys are going to be it girl, that bitch, you're ready, pop out. Really take this full moon to really turn inward, be introspective, return back to yourself and see what else do you have to do to really be that girl, okay? Capricorn, this full moon is happening in your 11th house of your friend groups of people that you belong to, your hopes, dreams, and goals. I always say the 11th house is the house of you are who you surround yourself with. If you're surrounding yourself with bummy people, you're gonna be a bum. If you're surrounding yourself with very ambitious people, you have no choice but to be on their level and to be ambitious as well. This full moon could be illuminating who you've been hanging out with. You're taking a step back, you're looking around, you're being like, I do not resonate with these people anymore. I gotta get rid of you. Because full moons are also a time of releasing the old baggage, people, situations, patterns that we do not resonate with anymore. If you feel like you have to do that at this time, this is the time, this is the lunation and the full moon to do that under. If you're trying to chase a dream, accomplish a goal, you're trying to be more ambitious, and you're realizing that who you're surrounding yourself with, these people are not going to help you get there, and you need to start making some changes, baby. You need to start putting yourself in different rooms, hanging out with different people. This full moon is also illuminating your current dreams, goals, ambitions, like what else do I have to do to really accomplish my goals? Maybe you might not even have the same goals. Maybe you're realizing that Want to release old goals and create new ones. You do not resonate with an old self anymore. Now you have new dreams, new ambitions. Really reflecting on that vision board, that dream board, and you're really re-editing it right now, or there's a light being shown on it and you're like, okay. But if you have been working on your dreams and goals, really being dedicated, this could be a full moon where you start seeing that come into fruition, really accomplishing things and feeling yourself, which then is a catalyst for a new era of yourself, transformation. Aquarius, this full moon is happening in your 10th house of career and professional goals. This full moon could be illuminating, shining a light on where you're at professionally, and you're kind of like, ooh, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to work here anymore. I'm sick of this job. I don't resonate with this anymore. I want to leave this job. A lot of you guys could be leaving a job, resigning, moving forward, moving on to the next, switching career paths. Maybe you're on a more energy of entrepreneurship, leaving old professional goals in the past. And in turn, this is going to be an era of transformation of yourself, especially professionally. If you have been working on some type of career, professional, financial goal over the past 6 months, you guys could start to see that come into fruition now and bloom and blossom. So congratulations. But a lot of career and professional shifts are happening on and after this full moon in Scorpio for you guys. Pisces, this full moon is happening in your 9th house of expanding your horizons. So everything under that umbrella is long distance travel, upper education, so like college, going back to school, trying to learn more about something, spirituality, astrology, philosophy, law, wisdom, is any type of expanding your knowledge on something. This could be a full moon that is shining a light on something that you've been going to school for, you do not resonate with anymore. You might want to switch majors or something like that. You might want to leave a certain religion or spiritual belief in the past. Letting go of some type of old belief, you're making way for a new one. This is a time where maybe a long distance travel trip really change your perspective on things. Like Pisces placements, if you're on vacation right now, this full moon is definitely illuminating something in that regard. Like this vacation or traveling trip is really expanding your mind and widening your perspective. You feel very wise under this full moon, definitely reflecting on all the wisdom that you guys have been curating, especially over the past 6 months. It'll be a time of a graduation, of a moving to the next level of something, but definitely feeling a lot more spiritual, wise, and knowledgeable under and after this full moon in Scorpio.